Hello friends, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about some tips for the veteran and or for the one that might just be cooking turkey for Thanksgiving for the first time. We have a few tips to take note of. Stay tuned. So typically there sometimes is a bag with all the giblets in it that you're not going to want to cook in. Sometimes they have it in plastic or paper. The paper's better than plastic. But anyway, you are going to want to get down and dirty, roll the sleeves, dig that hand in there. We're getting up close and personal. The treasure we pulled out, there's the neck. That can just be cooked with, so you can put that back in the pan for later. Feel around. This one actually feels like it doesn't have any giblets. Sometimes you want to roll it over. There's the extra fat flap sometimes. Oh, and look at what we have here. You really have to be keen because they like to, look at this guys, it blended in and actually almost got me. It is all tucked away in the fat and you would have been cooking that up. So that's been done before. We've had horror stories. It's all right, it's all the learning process. So we're gonna flip this baby back over. When you take this, you can actually just cook the innards right inside the pan. I know our mama used to take them and boil them, but we find that the flavor is a little bit better when you just roast the giblets. So you can just plop those back in. All the goodies, guys, nose to tail. Healthy for you. If you want, there's typically extra fat. You can just take that out. And then there's this little plastic piece that holds the legs together, but you typically take that part, it's in the turkey, and you just pinch it up and it comes out pretty easily. Toss that to the side. Everybody, she's free range, ready to be basted. Welcome back.
Wait, this is Jenneka's recipe for the most succulent, delicious turkey you will ever eat. I think the secret ingredient is actually the fact that you mix white wine and champagne. So it's an extra jump bird.
Secret ingredient, we'd probably say, is the champagne. And it actually happened as a mistake. It was just what we had on hand. So I said, you know what, let's try it. And sometimes the mistakes turn out to be quite wonderful. This is a 20-pound turkey. We typically have quite a few friends, families, wonderful folks with us. So we get a big boy. Depending upon the size, you could even do a breast with skin on because we're gonna be getting up close and personal and putting things under the skin. But anyway, down to the nitty-gritty of what we have and the contents within this baby. We have diced medium-sized onion. Mm-hmm. We have about 5 sprigs of rosemary. We have, I'd say about, because guys, as you know, we pretty much eyeball everything. So we're gonna try to give you the best measurements we can. The bay leaves, you don't wanna eat them, don't crush them up. They're literally just for flavor. Oh, hello.
Hi, neighbor.
Oh, hi.
Right? Okay.
We have all of our friends
all of the
here.
furry friends helping.
The furry friends helping.
Okay, everybody go sit by the fire. Go on.
We also recommend the stems from the rosemary, the sage, the thyme. Keep them because it's great for flavor.
In our lovely bowl,
Yes, we're gonna add all of these diced herbs. And then we're gonna also take some coriander. I'm gonna say it's about a full or heaping tablespoon of whole coriander herbs. Crush it up in the mortar pestle.
so I would say by eyeballing it, this is anywhere from 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup of fresh herbs. So
All
that's
mixed?
all mixed in.
Rosemary, thyme, sage.
Yep. And
All your favorites.
Yeah, I mean, you probably could use,
You could put parsley
Yeah.
and oregano if you have it.
yeah, but these were the ones we
So
had
get
on hand.
creative. Yeah.
Exactly.
Have fun with it. Now, our big thing is over-season meat. When I say over-season, people go, oh, gasp, oh, that's gonna be too much. It's actually not. In this case, when you have meat, if you under-season or do too little, it's not gonna give the flavor you want. So go a little extra, go with heaping instead of level. Okay, so garlic powder. Black pepper, you're probably gonna do, I'd say a teaspoon, yes. Onion powder and paprika. Salt.
Oh yes.
Definitely you're gonna do about a tablespoon. as we're at it and we have the salt, I do typically add a little bit to the top of this as well. So just a little sprinkle.
And it does draw the moisture out.
The moisture out.
And then
Yep,
it makes it crispy.
Mm-hmm. And we're also gonna do the ground coriander, half teaspoon. We're also gonna add the olive oil to this mixture. So the olive oil is going to come just above your mix.
So it's about,
I'd say,
3/4 of a cup to a cup.
yeah. So it's just above, kind of floating above it. We use our measuring spoons to just mix. That's what we do. So it's gonna almost be a paste. It's gonna be a thicker mix. It's not really gonna be juicy. It's not runny.
It's pasty.
Yes.
I think I'm pulverizing them. We're done here.
Perfect. Thank you so much. That can actually, we can just bloop. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
So this is the fun part. I tend to always like to put my hands into things. Poor Sis, on the other hand,
Oh, no.
is the complete opposite.
No, I'm sorry, no.
So those are some fun facts.
don't
Jared,
like
I think, yeah, he doesn't really.
He doesn't care.
Now we're gonna take this little flap because we want to get into the breast. So
We could do it with a fork though, right? I mean, it is better if you do it with your hands.
you can do all of it like a knife to just slit open, but it works. There's gonna be a little flap. There's gonna be a little opening, and you kind of have to just sift through because there's a little bit of fat membrane that you just have to kind of get through. You just start sticking your hand in there. You just reach back, get as far back as you can.
Massage it a little bit while you're in there.
Looks like a little mouse in there. Now we are going to take our champagne. So we're gonna take the skin. This is kind of, I guess, it is easier, two-person job. Thanks, sis.
Yeah, no problem.
Best
Also, guys, you can use a dry, sparkling white wine as well if you don't have champagne.
So we're gonna just dabble a little bit on the breast there.
Yep, let it just flow down, perfect.
And then just a little over the top.
Perfect, amazing.
For our white, we do use a Chardonnay, I would say.
Yes.
That's historically what
Yes.
we've been using, so any
Sis,
Chardonnay-
yet again, same method. We're gonna now take the lovely sauce. We are going to peel the skin back.
She's using her hands.
Now, I like to pour it in. I'll do it the civilized way. You can take a spoon.
Oh yeah, that's much better.
So guys, we just put, woo, under that skin, woo, woo. There it is. Little sneak peek. We're taking all the stems, putting it in
The cavity.
the cavity there. This lovely mixture, we're gonna actually stick our hands back in there. We're gonna also stick some right inside the cavity.
You just like rub it in.
And then I typically just, again, you can do this with a basting brush. Wow guys, I'm just looking at myself in the camera. That's, it's a little bit of a mess, but it actually is fun. It's just like that hands-on, kind of earthing the food. We're gonna just spread the rest of the mixture all over the turkey on the outside. We're going to take our bay leaves, we're gonna stick it under the skin.
Nice, yeah.
Onions in the cavity. If you wanna put some of the onion under the skin as well, by all means, go for it. We have come to the time where we're gonna let this baby sit overnight, or if you don't have as much time, it is actually delicious if you just put it directly into the oven. We typically like to do a high heat so that it kind of does the reverse sear where it cooks it inside and then crispy outside. So we crank the oven up to about 375 to 400 to start. And like the first 45 minutes, you just let it crank, and then you bring the temperature down and then let it kind of slow cook.
And what
a
did we
little
bring the temperature down?
bit. And then we typically bring it, if we're going to 400, you could bring it down to about 350. Or I have actually even kept it at 375 the whole time.
Okay.
So it depends on how your oven cooks. Know thine oven.
Yes.
A 20 pound, I'd say almost,
2 to 3 hours.
yeah, almost 2.5, yeah, 2.5, 3.
And the skin will get nice and browned, and yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Love you all.